The ATM spat out the last of my savings. Every cent I had earned for years, crumpled and cold in my hands. My daughter's laughter echoed behind me, carried through the glass doors of the bank. She didn't know. She wouldn't. I watched her eyes sparkle, proud and unknowing, as I handed over the tuition check at the university office. My heart swelled, not with foolish hope, but with the grim satisfaction of a promise kept. I was her hero today. I didn't notice the man in the corner, the one leaning against the wall with a newspaper obscuring his face. Only the way his eyes followed me. Only the slight twitch in his fingers. Only the smile that didn't belong. I didn't see it then. At home, I replayed the day in fragments. Her smile, the secretary's polite nod, my reflection in the glass doors, fleeting but sharp. Something gnawed at the edges of my certainty. A message left on my phone by an unknown number, a name I hadn't seen in years. It was impossible. I had accounted for every transaction, every person, every whisper of influence. And yet, a shadow of doubt crept into my chest. I remembered the way she hesitated when I asked about her summer plans, the subtle change in her voice when she mentioned her friends. My instincts, honed over years of cautious negotiation, whispered that she wasn't telling me everything. I shook my head, laughed quietly. Paranoia, I told myself. I was tired. I had worked hard. I had sacrificed. And yet the feeling lingered. It lingered long into the night, curling around my chest like smoke. I started quietly. I didn't accuse. I didn't confront. I observed. Phone records, emails, tuition receipts, her interactions online, all pieces of a puzzle I assembled without her knowledge. I watched patterns, calculated inconsistencies. Each moment was a step closer to the truth, each observation a thread pulling at the fabric of my reality. I tested the waters subtly, a casual question here, a misleading statement there. The reactions were small, nearly invisible, but telling. I learned to read her like a ledger, what she omitted, what she exaggerated, what she revealed in fleeting gestures. I hired discreet professionals, arranged tests under plausible pretenses, traced contacts, followed routines. I maintained calm at work, at home, in public. To the world, I was composed. To myself, I was a storm contained, every thunderclap measured, every lightning strike deliberate. It became clear, piece by piece, that what I had given, the money, the trust, the love, was used against me. Not violently, not directly, but strategically. Calculated betrayal. A hidden hand that moved when I was too distracted to notice. The envelope arrived at my desk without fanfare. A DNA report, marked with dates, locations, and verifiable signatures. I opened it with casual detachment, knowing before I saw it. She was not mine. Not by blood. Not in any way that mattered legally or emotionally. I waited for the right moment. The office was quiet. She sat across from me, smiling, proud, unaware. I slid the report across the desk. Her eyes flicked down, then back up. "Why?" she whispered. The man she thought she could manipulate, the one who had orchestrated it all behind my back, froze. He realized finally that I knew, that everything, the tuition, the smiles, the pride, had been built on deception he thought I would never see. I didn't answer. I just watched. I moved with deliberate precision. Accounts were corrected, contracts reclaimed, her influence neutralized, without a word, without violence. Every move calculated, every step leaving them exposed, powerless, facing consequences they hadn't imagined. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. Their shock, their scrambling, the collapse of their carefully constructed advantage was more than enough. I had orchestrated the unveiling like a maestro conducting a symphony, each note precise, each pause deadly. I left the office quietly, my daughter's future secure, and their schemes unraveling behind me. They called, begged, Tried to explain. I didn't listen. I didn't answer. Every plea bounced off the walls of my controlled detachment. Now I sit in my apartment, empty glasses, quiet streets below. I feel no triumph, no joy, only the clarity of inevitability. I was deceived, yes. Betrayed, yes. But I reclaimed control, not with fists, not with fire, but with intellect, patience, and precision. I am finished with them. Finished with their lies, their manipulations, their small, petty victories. My daughter doesn't need to know the depths to which I went to secure her life. She will never know the truth of the man who carried betrayal like armor. The truth is exposed, the betrayers suffer, and I walk away, calm, detached, unbroken. I am her hero, and they are nothing.